Good Lord. So just got off work I don't know what it was, a 12-hour day. Can't think straight. Was headed out of town, headed out of the city. Stopped by at the thrift store back here. I picked up a couple of goodies. I picked up something that's not a game, but you'll see once we get back to the games room, there is a tie-in to games, and I'm pretty excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while. And so yeah, stay tuned. Well, hey, I didn't see you come in there. Did you ever knock? Oh, man. So, we're back in the games room. Now, before I show you what I picked up at the thrift store, just a few things to mention. You know, it's getting really cold up here, at least in Ontario, Canada. So, you know, you got COVID-19 running rampant. People are already sort of depressed, you know, self-isolating, can't go out, can't go to the movies. The restaurants are shut down in Ottawa, and now you got this cold weather, and it's just compounding everything. So, man, hopefully things get better, but it'll probably get worse before it gets better. Gotta remain cautiously optimistic. So, let me show you what I picked up here. Oh, actually, before we get into that, came home today, and I had the, back in the day, Sears, the company Sears, they went under recently. They used to have the Sears catalog wish book every Christmas, and you get it before Christmas, and it would have all the toys in it and everything you could order for the holidays. Well, Walmart's kind of doing the same thing. They've got like a toy shop flyer, if you will, and lo and behold, I went in there and they got the PS5 advertised. No price on it. I don't know why. It's just coming soon, so it must be pre-orders must be sold out. And then of course you go to the Xbox Series X, which is playing second fiddle to the PS5, and there it is, $5.99. But I had to laugh because you go over to this page here, and of course, Cyberpunk's being pushed on the Xbox console, and you can see it here. It says in the corner, available November 19th. Whoops! So that was pretty funny. So when I was at the thrift store, I managed to pick up this movie, and I think Lawrence Dagstein might have mentioned this in my comment section at one point. He said it was a good movie. So it's Bruce Willis, Color of Night, exclusive director's cut, 15 extra steamy minutes, erotic thriller. So I can't wait to put this one on. I think I may have seen it before, but yeah, I can't wait to watch this. Should be good. Now I picked up this book, which I had before. But whenever I acquired my cat, he was a kitten at the time, he was going crazy on the bookshelf, and he ruined a lot of my hardcover dust jackets on a lot of my books. So over the last year and a half, I've been steadily reacquiring a lot of those books. Now this is one of the books that he chewed to shit, and I was able to get a mint copy at the thrift store for $3.99. And that's Bret Hart. My real life cartoon story, I think is what it's called. I've read it before. My real life in the cartoon world of wrestling. It's an amazing book if you haven't read it. It's absolutely phenomenal. He even has his sketches, his drawings inside as well, because he's an artist. But the book, I will say, they should come out with a revised edition, because at the end of this one, he talks about how he doesn't know if he'll ever make amends with Shawn Michaels, and obviously that's water under the bridge now. So really good book. Happy to have this back in my collection. So the last thing I want to show you guys, how we doing for time. Already at the 4-minute mark. We'll wrap this up real quick. So for all you Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim fans out there, I think you're going to get a kick out of this. So I'm a huge fan of those games. To be honest, I have Morrowind Game of the Year Edition, but I really can't get into it. It hasn't aged well. It's pretty dated. Maybe one of these days I'll try to go back to it again. Now, Skyrim, I played the shit out of this when it came out. I haven't gone back to it since. It's been years. Now, one thing that's really cool about the physical edition on the Xbox 360 and probably on the PS3 as well, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, is not only did you get a map with the game, a lot of these 7th gen games and 6th gen, you'd get posters and maps. Well, with Skyrim, you actually got it was like not a real map, but it's got the material of a map. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like a vinyl material. I'm sure it's just paper, but it's a beautiful map. So let me just unfold it here for you, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So here it is. If you get a copy of Skyrim out there in the wild, if you really want this map, you can hunt down a copy of the 360 and it might still be in there. So it's pretty cool, as you can see. And my goal was, I've always wanted to put this in a frame. I thought that would look really cool on the wall. Well, when I went to the thrift store, I found a nice frame. And you got to remember, you know, these games, Skyrim, Oblivion, they take place almost like in ancient times, back in like the 1800s, maybe even before that time. So, you know, if you're putting one of these maps in a frame, you don't want to just put it in a black frame. You want to get something that looks aesthetically pleasing for the time period. Well, check this out here. I got a real nice frame at the thrift store, but I didn't size it up correctly. And unfortunately, I can't fit this map into the frame. But I did you one better. I think George, I think you're gonna get a kick out of this. So I was able to fit in. That's it. The province of Cyrodiil. There it is. So that's the Oblivion map right there. Man, this game brings back memories. I went back to it a couple of months ago too, and I was having a lot of fun with it. So, yeah, as you can see, if you get the a copy of Oblivion, I have the limited Game of the Year edition. It comes with the map as well. Not quite as nice of a map as what you get with Skyrim, but nonetheless, isn't that awesome looking? So I'm gonna put that on my wall in the games room here. I think that's just friggin' awesome. Man, that brings back memories. Holy shit. So, I don't know. I thought it looked pretty cool. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And, yeah, so, like I said, my map, I don't think originally the base vanilla model had a map, but I got this version of Oblivion last year. And this is kind of like a special limited edition. I've showed it off on the channel before, and that's where you get the map. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, there's a lot of other games out there that have maps that would look really good in frames. Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Nightmare is a couple of examples. Fallout 4 for the Xbox One and PS4 comes with a map as well. Now the maps and the posters that come in the 8th gen kind of like Blu-ray cases, they're obviously smaller, so they fit in a smaller frame. But a lot of times with the Xbox 360 and the PS3, and maybe even the Wii or the Wii U, you're getting bigger maps. So something to consider. Have any of you guys taken any of your posters or maps and put them in a frame? I'd love to know. Leave it in the comments below. I've got one more frame, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet, so stay tuned for that. So that's all I wanted to show you. That was today's pickups. So we'll leave it right there at the almost the 9-minute mark. And again, guys, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your Halloween. Have a good night.